this path of spiritual, heartfelt purification is so important to the world. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you think you're God, there's no red lines, right? Because God inherently, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from his names, he's the king, Al-Malik, and he's also Al-Malik, he's the owner, which means that he owns everything and he has the full control and power to do with what he owns as he pleases. You know, that's who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. If you believe you are God, whether you say it explicitly or you believe it inherently without uttering it, then you have the full right to do what you want with creation as you please. And that's what we see with, I mean, that's what we see with all of these commentators, and we've seen that for a very long time. This is not new. I think what social media allows us is the ability to see it, you know, real time. Fallahu musta'an. Yeah, this is why. And here's the thing about politics, right? You know, we need prophetic characters, and you know, we don't want to be God. We want to be godly. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us. Kunu rabbaniyin. He doesn't say be God. He says be godly. And what it means to be godly is to take the beauty. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has different, you can say, categories of attributes. He has beautiful attributes, and then he has majestic attributes, right? You know, Asma'ul Jalal, Asma'ul Jamal, Asma'ul Jalal. The majestic attributes, human beings don't embody them. They submit to them.
Right.
The beautiful attributes of God, human beings, their role is the role of vicegerency, of khilafah. What does it mean to be a khalifa, a representative of God? It's to embody those beautiful attributes of God at a human level. You know, and far from Allah Azza wa Jal is any anthropomorphic insinuation here. We are never God. We are not God. But Allah is merciful. We embody the quality of mercy to the best of our ability at a human level. Allah is generous. We embody the quality of generosity at a human level to the best of our ability. So on and so forth. Extrapolate to all of these names, right? Allah is just. We apply justice at a human level to the best of our ability. And the one who was able to encompass all of this in perfection at a human level is the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alayhi. So that's why we take him as our exemplar, right? The world of politics in general is a world of utilitarianism. It's where's their benefit, where's their opportunity, and then I can justify all of the compromises I make as a result. A Muslim cannot operate in this space while being like that, because that's not being godly, right? We must be godly in everything we do. We don't operate with two hearts, right? Strategically, I'm going to say this thing, but we can't, what's the word? We can't bifurcate these two things. It will impact us when we behave in this way. That's why even the scholars, sorry to keep going.
No, please keep going. I'm really benefiting from this discussion. And I truly feel, you know, for those that are watching on YouTube, that, you know, some of the ways that Imam Sami is articulating these points is a very unique, fresh way that's being articulated. So please take your time, Imam Sami.
Yeah, I mean, one of the even the ulama, right, the scholars, when they discuss political engagement, right, a lot of the times, and this is a deeper conversation, but I'm just going to touch a little bit on it. A lot of the times they will discuss it in, you can say, the framework of where is the benefit or where is the harm, and that's it. And they will try to separate, like when I engage with this candidate, right, whether on a national or local level, I'm engaging with them on the basis of benefit and the basis of harm, which has the lesser of the two harms, right? You'll hear these terms a lot in like fiqh maxim literature, the lesser of the two harms, which has the most benefit. And on that basis, I am saying, okay, we think, and we could be wrong. It's like this is a judgment. We could be wrong, but we think this person has more benefit. And based on our history, blah, 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 right? And so you vote for them, right? What we've seen in the Muslim community is we don't engage the political system in this light on the basis of benefit and harm. We actually engage it on the basis of an identity. We actually identify with the values that these people are bringing with them, which there are no values, right? It's completely utilitarian, right? It's where's the benefit for me, and that's what drives my ethical framework. As Muslims, that is not our ethical framework.
Yeah,
our
that's
ethical
why
framework is godliness.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, in my years of being involved in Islamic da'wah work, that's why I find so many Islamic organizations just flip-flopping, one day here, one day there, and they may do a program one day, and then the next day it's, they're pushing out the complete opposite. And why? It's ultimately just because, relevancy, they're trying to ensure that, they're appeasing all sides. No, appease God, appease God, do the godly work, and God will give us the strength and put us in the places and spaces that he wants for us to succeed.